So, very good morning, my dear students. In the previous lecture, we have started probability chapter with some basic things, and I've explained you some questions related to the same. Now, in this, we'll see some more questions, and then we'll head to the next exercise, that is conditional probability. Okay, so give see, as you can see, the question I've written here: two dice are rolled once. Find the probability of getting an even number on the first die or a total of 8. Okay, so this question comprises of two cases or two events. Okay, the first event says that even number should come on the first die, and second event we will consider the total, that means the pair, the digits on the two dice, on doing their sum we should get 8. Okay, so as you can see that two dice are here, so how many sample spaces are possible? So whenever two dice are rolled once, then the sample space has 36 equally likely outcomes. All right, and you can imagine that how 36 outcomes, 1 1 1 2 and so on up to 1 6, similarly 2 1 2 2 and so on up to 2 6, and this has to go till 6 1 and then 6 6. So this is how 36 outcomes. Now we have considered A as what the event uh, of getting an even number on the first die. So getting an even number on the first die means this, the first, it should be even. So we have how much? 2 1 2 2 and so on up to 2 6, this 6, and then that 4 1 4 1 4 2 and so on up to 4 6, and then this 6 series, 6 1 and so on up to 6 6. So 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18. Number of A is 18. N of A is 18. What will be N of B? The total should be 8. So how we will get 8? So first pair is 2 6, right? Because 2 plus 6 is 8. Then 3 5, okay. Then 4 4. Then you can take 5 3 also, and 6 2. Okay, so this is our A and this is our B. Now as in the previous lecture, I told you that if it is a OR case, we go on finding the union of them. All right, so required probability will be probability of A union B. All right, so what is A union B? I hope you know what is A union B. It is nothing but probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So for this formula we require P of A, P of B and P of A intersection B. So P of A we can easily find. There are 18, number of A is 18 and total is 36. So probability of A is 18 upon 36. Plus what is P of B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 by 36 minus. Is there any intersection between them? Yes. 2 and 6, 4 and 4, 6 and 2. So there are three intersections in them. Alright. So probability of A intersection B will be number of outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Now you need to solve it. And finally what you'll get: 18 plus 5, 23. Then 23 minus 3, 20 divided by 36. Or you can finally write 5 by 9. So 5 by 9 is the required probability. Okay, let us do one more question. Now this is a very common question which is mostly asked in the question in the exam. So the question is: two cards are drawn at random from a pack of 52 cards. What is the probability that the card are either both aces or both black cards? Okay, so two cards we have to draw from 52 cards. So what is the probability that card are either both aces or both black cards? Okay, so I've considered A event as both aces and B as both black cards. And what will be A intersection B? It will be drawing two cards which are both aces and black cards. So there is a probability that a card can be both ace and black. So first of all, let us see that what will be the probability of A, because as this is a OR question, so we will be requiring P of A union B, and for that we require P of A, P of B, and P of A intersection B. So P of A, what will be the probability of drawing two cards, and that has to be aces. So we have total 4 ace in the pack of 52 cards, and from them we have to draw two. So what is the combination? Okay, so what will be the number of ways from 4 cards and 2 we have to draw? So we have to use the application of combination. Okay, so here the number of favorable outcomes will be 4c2, and from 52 also 2 cards we were trying to draw, so 52c2. So 4c2 upon 52c2. Have you understood? I'm repeating. We have 4 a's, and from them we have to draw 2 cards. So 4c2 will be the combination, and from 52 we are actually drawing 2, so 52c2. Now you can easily find what is 4c2 and 52c2 and write there in the fraction. Now coming to the P of B, both black cards should be there. We have total 26 black cards, because we have to consider club and spade both. So that is how 26. Okay, now from those 26 we need to draw only 2 cards, and finally the total number of outcomes will be 52c2. Now find this also. Then what will be the probability of A intersection B? So we have, see, 2 a's we have to draw, and that 2 also of black. So in the black there are 2 a's only. Okay, so number of drawing will be only 1, or you can understand this as 2c2. Okay, you have 2 cards and you are drawing both 2, so 2c2 is also 1, or else you can take this as 1 only. Okay, depends on you, and divided by the same 52c2, just fine. Now what you have to do, your required probability is this. Now calculate, you can easily calculate. Okay, so that is what only this probability of A union B formula, on the basis of this formula this exercise is concerned. Okay, so I hope you can understand this. Now we are starting the conditional probability, that what is the meaning of conditional probability. Okay, so the next topic, which is very important, because on this topic only this chapter has been based. Okay, so we'll understand the conditional probability with one example. I think that with examples we understand better. All right, so I'll just explain you with the example. Suppose if I ask you to draw a card from a pack of 52 cards, and if I ask you that what is the probability of getting diamond, so you will tell me 13 by 52, which is 1 upon 4, because we have 4 suits in the card: diamond, hearts, spade, and club. So all have 1 upon 4 as a probability. Now suppose that if I tell you that the card drawn is a red card, so will the probability be same as you told me before? No. Why? Because I'm providing you a additional information. I'm providing you one condition, that if you draw a card, then what is the probability of getting diamond if it is a red card? So your probability will be 1 upon 2. Why? Because you need to draw diamonds. Okay, and I'm telling you that the card drawn is a red card, so red color you have of diamond and hearts. Okay, so what will be the probability? 1 upon 2, and previously the probability was 1 by 4. So this changed probability is called the conditional probability. Are you understanding? Okay, so from here we define that if two events A and B are associated with some random experiment, the conditional probability of occurrence of A, knowing that B has occurred. Okay, so that is what I told you, that you need to find the probability of diamond, and provided I'm giving you one information that the card drawn is a red card. Okay, so this is the condition we are providing, or condition we are giving in the probability, that this is known to us. So in respect of that, find the probability of that thing or whatever we require in it. Okay, so uh, how do we denote conditional probability? P of A given B. Sometimes some people call this as probability of A given B, or probability A condition B. Okay, so both way you can read, that is not a issue. Okay, and what is the formula? So probability of A given B, or probability of A condition B, is equal to probability of A intersection B upon probability of B, provided probability of B should not be equal to 0. This is the condition. We can understand, no? The denominator should not be 0. Okay. Similarly, if we go on finding the probability of B condition A, it will be probability of A intersection B. See, I can write like this also. There's no difference. Probability of A intersection B or probability of B intersection, they both are same at a time, divided by probability of A. Okay. So this thing you have to remember. So let us come to the next thing. If the events, say for example, I'm saying A and B event, they both are independent event. We know what is the meaning of independent event. So according to that, what will happen? Our probability of A intersection B will become probability of A into probability of B. Okay, this probability of A intersection B will become probability of A into probability of B. So we will see such condition, or we can say the properties, its property. Okay, so let's see them. So this independent even case, we will see in the next exercise. Okay, okay. So there are some properties. Say for I'm reading it. The conditional probability of an event A, given that B has occurred, lies between 0 and 1. That we know. Okay. And one more, which is given in the book, property 2, property 3. Property 2. Please read it. One formula is given there. Okay. Property 2 says probability of not A condition B is equal to 1 minus probability of A condition B. So please remember this formula. Okay, this is a complementary event formula which we have seen there, okay, in the starting. Now let's start with some questions. Okay, so here is the very first question which we are taking. It says probability of not A is 0.7, probability of B is 0.7, probability of B given A is 0.5, and we need to find probability of A given B and probability of A union B. Okay, so these two things we have to find. This is like just a game of formulas. Okay, if you could remember, you can easily do it. Okay, now from here, first of all, let us find what will be the probability of A. It will be 1 minus probability of not A, the complementary event. So 1 minus 0.7, 0.3. So probability of A is this. We have probability of B given A, which is nothing but probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. I already told you this formula. Now in place of this, we can write 0.5, and probability of A is 0.3. Take this here. So 0.5 into 0.3, 0.15. So you have probability of A intersection B 0.15. Then what we require, probability of A given B, which is probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. Okay, this we have 0.15. What is probability of B? 0. This. Okay, now just remove the decimals. So 15 upon 70, or 3 upon 1 and 15. 3 by 15, can they be directly cancelled? 1 upon 5, no, wait, it will be 3 upon 25. Yes, 3 upon 25 will be the final answer. So that is how we have to do. Sorry, it will be 3 by 24, 3 by 14. Okay, so 3 by 14. Then probability of A union B. probability of A union B required, so that will use the formula probability of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A is 0.3 plus 0.7 minus, this is probability of A, this is 0.15. So this is what 1 minus 0.15, you'll get 0.85 as a answer. So that this is how we have to do. All right, now listen, the another question which we will be doing. 10% of bulb produced in a factory are of red color. 10% are of red color and 2% are red and defective. 2% are red and defective. If one bulb is picked up at random from all of them, one bulb is picked up at a random. Determine the probability of it being defective if it is a red. Okay, so we need to find the probability that it's being defective if it is red color. Now, can you understand, this condition is very important. We have to find the probability of it being a defective one if it is a red color. It is of red color. Okay, so what we are doing, we are considering A event to be a red color bulb. Okay, this is the condition which we require, no? So we are considering A, that definitely it is a red color bulb, and B as the event of bulb being defective. Okay, so bulb being defective piece. Okay, so can you tell me that what will be the required probability? So we need to find the probability of defective and it should be of red. So probability of B given A. Are you able to understand this thing? Okay, so that is how probability of B, which is being the defective one, given A, that means it should be defective as well as red. So this formula we have to use, which is nothing but probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. Can we find the probability of A intersection B? Yes, it is already given. Red and defective 2%. So 2%, when we will convert it, that means if we want to convert this percent into the ratio, okay, it will be 2 upon 100, and probability of A is already given 10 upon 100. 100 to 100 cancelled, 2 by 10 is 1 upon 5. So answer is 1 upon 5. Okay, so from any, that means from the factory, if we take a set of 5 bulbs, then one will be definitely a defective one. It means one will be definitely a defective one and it is of red color. Okay, this is what the probability of B given A says. Okay, next question is, in a school there are 1000 students. So in a school the total number of students are 1000. Okay, out of which 430 are girls. So there are 430 girls in that particular school. It is known that out of 430, 10% of girls study in class 12th. So 10% of this 43, that means what will be the 10% of this 43? 43. So 43 girls are there in the 12th class. Okay. What is the probability that a student chosen randomly studies in the 12th class given that chosen student is a girl? So we need to find the probability that that particular student should study in 12th class, and that too condition is there's giving that has to be that student has to be a girl. Okay, so let us consider A event B, a girl is chosen, and B event B studying in the she studies in class 12th. Okay, so what will be the required probability in this case? Probability of B given A. How? Because we need to find that uh, we have to pick up a student that should study in 12th class, and that has to be a girl. Okay, so probability of B given A. Okay, now probability of B given A, we know this is probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. Now how to find probability of A intersection B? It is already there with us. We from this 430, 10% are studying in the 12th class, so 43 girls are there with us. So probability of A intersection B will be 43 upon 1000. Okay, because girls, and in the class 12th, so 43 upon total 1000, so this is 43 upon 1000. What will be the probability of a girl is chosen? So there are how many girls? 43 girls out of how many we require? Sorry, there are 430 girls, so 430 divided by 1000. Okay, so what will be the case here? See, 10 to 10, then this 43 to 43, 100 upon 1000, so 1 upon 10, that is 0.1. So this is what the probability. So like this, please do this examples. There are 32 examples, and in the exercise only 12 questions, so you can understand the importance of examples. Okay, so please go through each and every example and then try to do the questions. Okay, I need the solution in your fair copies. All right, so please do it. Now in the next lecture we'll come up with the multiplication theorem on probability and independent events. Okay, till that, do practice and just share your doubts with me so that I can understand you are studying. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.